Hi guys, welcome back to my tutorials. I haven't done one in a while, so I figured it was time with the new year, new looks, and new techniques. So let's get started. Today we are talking about how to properly put on concealer. So I know you are Instagram watchers and YouTube followers and are always watching the latest makeup artists and their latest techniques for concealing under the eye. So we always have puffy eye bags or dark circles. I don't know, I have a little bit of both here. But those are really hard to conceal. And so when we watch the Instagram people or the YouTube people, they are putting on huge amounts of concealer, really packing it on there. They're blending it with their blending buds. And then we try it and we go, oh my goodness, it's creasing. There's so much product here. That's because that kind of technique is great for on camera. It really conceals all of the imperfections under your eyes. It's great for taking photos and selfies, but it's not good for everyday life. And it's not good for people usually over the age of 30 to 35. So anybody 30 to 35 and over, depending on what your lines and wrinkles are doing underneath your eyes, it's usually not good for that age. So we're going to talk about the proper everyday way to put on concealer. So I have here a concealer brush. You can pick these up at any store. I use the Unique one right here, and it's really nice. It's really big. The bristles are very soft and lush, and it's really precision. I really like it. It's got good precision, and it fits really nicely under the eye. So if you're interested in a concealer brush, let me know. I have a really good one for you, and it lasts a really long time. So because I'm very fair, when you're concealing under the eye, you want to highlight that area. You want to get rid of the dark circles. You may have some color correcting that needs to happen, but we'll go over color correcting in another video. Right now I'm just going to talk about highlighting. So you want to have a concealer that is 1 step or 2 steps brighter than your foundation. Here's a tip. When you're putting on your foundation, do not put it under your eye. Don't do it. If you plan on using concealer, do not put foundation under your eye. We want to have the least amount of product under your eye as possible. So when you're putting on foundation, which I've already done, you put it stop right here, okay? Stop right here and just go down. Don't put anything up here. So we're going to talk about concealers. Because I'm very, very fair, my concealer, I have to mix with a white concealer as well. So some of you don't have to do this, but if you're a very fair person and you can't find a concealer that's bright enough, then you're gonna have to take your concealer and mix it with white. So today I'm gonna be using our Unique Touch Concealer. I really love this concealer. It lasts a very long time. I've had this same tube for like, I think 2 years or something like that. It's probably past expiration date. Oh, not quite. But I've been using this one for a really long time. You don't need a whole lot. Then the white concealer that I will be mixing with is the Senegence Cosmetics. I'm still on the fence about this one. This one's brand new to me. I've only used it a couple times. I'm not quite sure about it yet, but I'm still going to keep using it just because I got to get used to it. I can't apply it one time and then say, oh, I hate it. So we're going to try it out again. But I'm going to be mixing with a white here. So I take the back of my hand here, and I'm going to be applying just the teeniest of amounts. I don't even know if you can see that. Oh, there we go, right there. The tiniest amounts, okay? And this one's like very, it's very pigmented, and it, obviously you see it's not runny at all. It's got a really good consistency. It stays put. That's what you want in a concealer. You want something that's gonna stay put, okay? Then I'm gonna take the littlest amount. I found out this one's very pigmented as well. I don't need a whole lot. This one is runnier, so I just dot it onto my hand. It's got a little bit of run to it, which is good for blending. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to kind of run those together here and mix to create a shade that's lighter than the foundation I'm wearing. So we've got a really light kind of color here. All right, if you can hear background noise, my daughter's watching a movie, so I probably should have turned it down, but if you can hear that, I apologize. So when we take this concealer, we want to only put it on the parts that we really need to highlight. You don't need to sweep it across your whole eye, you don't need to pack it on, you don't need to bust out your beauty blender. What we're trying to aim for is highlighting with the least amount of product, okay? So we're gonna take it, can you see this? And I'm just going to dab underneath my eye and right in here in the corner, okay? Here we go. Underneath the eye. You don't need a whole lot. See, I didn't go down my eye with no triangle. I didn't do any of that stuff. I put it on the places that really needed it. And I'm just dabbing it on. Now you have two options here. You can take your pinky finger and kind of dab, okay? I prefer to work with brushes. I'm not a beauty blender fan. I'm going to take another concealer brush, one that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. This brush is Kat Von D's number 40. It's her concealer brush. I just don't have two of my unique brushes, but I'm gonna use this one. And I'm gonna blend that out. See? And I'm not swiping. I don't want to swipe the product off. I'm just dabbing. And there we go. I've highlighted under my eye. I didn't use a whole lot of product. I didn't do anything crazy. There's no like gobbing it on. There's no, if you notice, I didn't take this and just wipe it on under my eye. First of all, let's talk about that. That is extremely yucky, okay? We want to be hygienic about our products. That is really gross. Stop taking the tip of your concealer and rubbing it down your face. You're putting all kinds of bacteria on it, and then it's going to go into your product because you're sticking your cap back on and creating a very warm, dark, wet place where bacteria thrive. Stop putting the tip of your applicators and all of your products on your face, under your eyes. Your eye has a lot of bacteria in it. Stop doing that. It's really gross. So I didn't do that. Second, it puts on way too much product. Way too much. I want to control the product that's going under my eye. So use a brush. Okay, guys? Just please stop putting the tips of things on your face. It's really disgusting. So I'm going to also take this brush that I have no product on. I was just using to blend out. And I'm going to take a colorless loose powder to set under my eye. I use two different powders, but one of them I can't find. I think I lent it to a friend. So I'm going to be using the Kat Von D translucent powder. I usually use my unique Behold powder, but I can't find it. I think I lent it out to a friend and she never gave it back. It's that good. So I'm gonna have to get another one, but I do like this Kat Von D powder. Another powder that you can use is RCMA colorless powder. That works really well too. So if you are going to get photographed or party or something where you're gonna have a flash in your face, make sure that your powder doesn't have any mica in it, because mica reflects back light. So if you're going to be flashed in the face or be taking photos of, you don't want your face to look ghostly, because that's what happens. So here we go. I'm just going to be dabbing into here. And it's okay to dab my brush into the product because loose powder doesn't hold bacteria. And I just kind of, okay. So I'm going to go under here, under my eye. I have maybe a little bit of crease, so I'm just going to take my other brush here. I kind of wipe it off, get the product off. I'm going to look up and kind of get the crease out from under my eye. Normally you would do this right after you apply and blend, but I got to talking, so that happens. And you're going to take your powder, look up, and you're going to press the powder in to where you applied your product. What this is doing is it's setting your product down so it doesn't crease. I have a lot of wrinkles underneath my eye. They're really fine. So this stops it from creasing. If it does crease, I just take my finger throughout the day and kind of pat it so to stop the creasing. Take a little bit more powder here. Press it in to my eye. And there we go. I have now successfully covered up the dark circles under my eyes, softened those lines, and covered up my concealer, done my concealer, set it, and now I can go about my day. I still look highlighted. I look awake now. I can go and do my eyeshadow, put my lip on, and finish my look. Stop putting a ton of product under your eye. It's doing you a disservice because it's going to crease, it's going to smudge, it's going to run down your face, and you're going to look older than you actually are. So, ladies, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you later. Bye!